What up to my Capricorn moons? It's Araneae Storm checking in for the moon sign series. If it's your first time tuning in with me, welcome. Welcome to my humble abode. My name is Araneae Storm. I'm a cosmic root work astrologer. I specialize in Mars activations as well as North Node and South Node consultations. So, if that is something that you're interested in, is it the dogs? I gotta listen for the dogs and see if the dogs is barking. Anyway, if that's something you're interested in, you can definitely hit me up. You can find me on all social media at Araneae Storm, and you can also find me at araneastorm.wix.com/info for more information. You feel me? So if this is your first time learning about your moon sign, or you know somebody who might be a Capricorn moon, or you just want to learn a little bit more about astrology, you in a place to be, I got you. You know what I mean? And yeah, we moving on from Sagittarius moon on to Capricorn moon, and we're going to be closing this week out with Pisces moon. So when we come to the moon sign, we come to, I've been explaining it in the previous videos, Astro Finesse, dope astrologer, definitely check them out if you ever get a chance to. Basically was explaining the rising sign series as, or just the rising sign, your big three, what people come to know you as if you're driving by somebody's house and you're looking at the outside of the house, like what would that look like? So then for me, I was like, well, let me take it a little bit further and say that your sun sign is the inside of the house, and your moon sign is like what your bedroom would be like. Who's coming into the bedroom? That would be the people that will know you the most, the people that you closest to. The person that you smashing. You feel me? Definitely that energy. So it's just behind closed doors. That's what your moon sign is to be. It's what it is, what you grow to be closest to, and the people that are closest to you know you as this sign. And it's also too, the moon also represents the mother. So it's the relationship that you have with your mother, your childhood growing up. And so before I even start this out, I just want to say, you definitely want to look deeper into your birth chart to kind of get a, full spectrum, a full scope of, your childhood and your upbringing and things like that, because, this is just a general analysis of what it could be. But there's so many more aspects to this, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, if you want to read it from me, just shoot me an email at araneastorm@gmail.com. But other than that, let's get right into it, y'all. This is the Capricorn moons for all my Capricorn moons out there, you know what I'm saying? So when we come into Capricorn moon energy, this is cardinal Earth. All right, so this is, the cardinal signs in the zodiac get things jumping off. They get things started. So I'm going to start with the mother relationship, like the relationship it could have been growing up like with your mother, or some type of womanly energy in your life, or, just somebody who was representative of the divine feminine energy in your life. This is what it could play out to be. So when I think of Capricorn moons, specifically in their relationship to the mother, this is a mother that really comes off as very hardworking. Sometimes so hardworking to the bone that, she's more focused on putting food on the table. Even if it was a two-parent home or a two-parent relationship. She's the one that's usually like the provider, the person who is making sure everything's together. She really steps in, especially if she's a single mother. She was the person that you saw as not only your mom, but this was like big daddy energy as well, father energy. Besides the mother, Capricorn moon to me is like big zaddy energy. Like, it's very wants to make sure that and this doesn't matter what gender you are. It's like this is the type of moon that wants to make sure that the family is provided for. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll go out of their way to make sure that you have everything that you need, and things like that. But let's jump back to the mama, and then we're gonna get back a little deeper back into that later on. These Capricorn, these moons, very much so give like that foundation to the family. You know what I mean? This is the the type of moon that most people can rely on. So the mother could have been somebody that, you know, the family really relied on. Very much so tough love. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was very, you know, she needed things to be a certain way, wanted to be things to be a certain way. But at the end of the day, y'all knew that, you know, she had love for you. Or it could have been the opposite of where, you know, this parent was so focused on having to work multiple jobs or just having to be on go all the time and taking care of the family that they didn't really get to, you didn't really necessarily feel like they gave you enough time or gave you enough emotional, Cancer moon, gave you enough emotional love or attention or time or anything that you could think of. So there might have been resentment towards the mother because of this. Or you could have grown up and really, you know, at one point you might have been very resentful, but then on the other hand of it, you respect the fact that, you know, the mama did what she could to provide and make sure y'all had a roof over your head and make sure y'all had a solidified foundation, even if you didn't have everything in the world. Very frugal mother. You know, this is the type of coupon moms, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll whip out the coupons. They're very much so trying to save $1, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to go to, you know, your favorite restaurant or something like that. They're like, McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, you got McDonald's money? Capricorn moon, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're very much so watching their money, you know what I mean? Probably watching your money too, you know what I mean? You know, just making sure that, you know, the home is taken care of as far as like making sure that there's food on the table, making sure that you feel, or, you know, you feel like you're being provided for, most def. Yes, this also could have been you in the position on the opposite end of this, of like you growing up having to take care of your family or having to take care of your mother, very much so an old soul. So you having to step in to take care, you know, you were like the parent to, could have been like your siblings. You could have been a parent to your siblings. You probably had to be, because this is a very responsible moon. So you know, you stepping in as like you know, parent, you know, parental figure, you know what I'm saying? And then, or also you having to, you know, take care, your parents could have been older, you know, or older in age, because Capricorn is a very aged sign. It's a very wise, it's very elderly kind of, like, I think of this energy as like the old man. I don't know if y'all ever watched the Toy Story movie. I might have brought this up in another video, but for real, I don't know if y'all watched the Toy Story movie, but it's where like that old man's playing chess. Yeah, that's Capricorn moon energy. So yeah, like this energy, you, like I said, you could have had older parents, or you could have been staying with your grandparents instead of like staying with your actual mom, you know what I'm saying, because she was working a lot, so you might have had to stay with cousins or you know, other relatives in the family. But as you get older and as you experience life, I think you appreciate, you know, or come to appreciate the divine feminine and the mother. Back to Cancer moon, like this energy helps you, because it's your opposite sign. So this energy helps to help you understand your emotions on a deeper level, you know, because we look at Capricorn as the provider, the father-like energy, and then Cancer as the mother, the nurturing energy. But I feel like as you get older, as you get more wise, you know, when you are in your higher frequency, you learn how to integrate really appreciating your family, and also taking time for yourself to work on the things that you do to provide for the family, and also learning how to provide for yourself. You know, Capricorn moon needs to be able to take time out for themselves. You need to isolate yourselves from people, but not so much to the point where you're not talking or you're not expressing your emotions, but you need time to ground. You know, this is the type of moon that needs earth. You know, you need to be in nature. You need to take time to really ground yourself in your emotions, and ground yourself in your family. You know what I mean? Because your family is not there. You know, your family is not always there for you just to provide, you know, financial stability, or, you know, that's not why your family is always here. Sometimes you just need that good laugh. You know, sometimes it's not always about an agenda or having to get something done. You know what I mean? Like, your family is going to be there through sickness. You know, your family is going to be there through health. You know, your family is going to be the people that are supporting you through your journey throughout this life. And, you know, you can work all day. You could use this goat energy because you the goat, you know what I'm saying, to climb up that ladder all day. But when it comes down to it and you strip all that shit away, the only person that you're going to have is yourself and your family. You know what I'm saying? And so you want to make sure that you treating them right. You want to make sure that you're respecting their presence. They're respecting them being around you and supporting you, because you never know when they might have to go. And you don't want to be caught up trying to work yourself to the bone, because, you know, you trying to work yourself to the bone, trying to provide, but then again, like, time is passing and your family is still alive, and, you know, they ain't heard from you. So, you know what I mean? So just find a healthy balance, you know what I'm saying? And then also know that, like, when you are going through times of like deep depression and deep emotional turmoil, because you do hold a lot in. That's another thing about Capricorn moon. Y'all hold so much in. That's one thing you have to understand. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your seventh house is Cancer, you know, and you have to be able to harness that energy in a way where your emotional state and your physical state is balanced, you know. Yeah, Capricorn. Yeah, this is very, like, to have this as a moon can be very heavy energy. Get as much sunlight as you can, Capricorn moon. I would definitely say for you, and I don't even think I've ever brought this up in any other moon videos, but something's telling me to tell you, like, you need to be in hotter places. Like, your moon sign needs to be in places where you're getting a lot of direct sunlight, because your energy needs, you know, light. Like, you need to be surrounded by light, because it's easy for you to be in or stay close in. So even if you're not in a place that is super duper you know, sunny, you know what I'm saying, I would definitely say be in a space that has a lot of sunlight, direct sunlight and stuff, so you're able to really take that light energy in, you know, especially when you feeling like real low and things like that. But yeah, has to learn from moon, grounding, taking time, write music, write in your journal, dream journals, journal your dreams. You know, this is the devil card in tarot, so this rules like limitations of the mind, restrictions. It's Saturnian, Chronos. You know, this is that energy of, like, you know, the one thing that's crazy always when I look at the devil card, especially I think in the Rider-Waite deck, is like, you know, you have these two people that are on the devil's chain, but they're not chained at all. But they're there, but they're not chained at all. And so I think when this comes to you, Capricorn, like, you gotta understand that, like, the only limitations that you have is the limitations that you have with yourself and the limitations that you have within your mind. But you are a very, very powerful sign in itself, and especially being in the moon, you know what I'm saying? You have direct, you know, connection with not only the divine physical world, but you also have connection with spirit, because you've been here before. I said I've been here before. You've been here before, Capricorn. So, you know, you have it's very turtle energy. This Capricorn moon is very turtle-like energy. Like, you've been here through the test of time. You know what I mean? You're probably like thousands and thousands of fucking years old. And your sign is not always just like governments and restrictions and rules and limitations. But this is also like preservation of history, you know, preservation of our traditions, preservation. This is very tribal energy, as well as Aquarian moon energy. Very tribal energy. This is energy that, you know, ages like fine wine. This is energy that is like, you pass this down along to the next generation and the next generation to come. You know, I think of this energy as what is this called? Generational wealth. This is generational wealth energy. Being able to keep it all in the family energy. Being able to grow an empire, you know, just off the, you know, connection that you have to members of your family. This is like that higher upper echelon, elitist kind of energy too, if it goes a little bit too deep off the, this is cult leader energy as well, or can be, or very much so a ruthless leader kind of energy. So you have to heed. And the thing is, Capricorn, once you become dedicated to something, it's hard for you to stop. It's hard for somebody to stop you once for a moon to become, you just have to know what you want, and you have to know what you need, and you have to know what you desire, and not let nobody be, step in the way of that, and not let people take advantage of you too, because innately you really do care about people. When you're vibrating in that energy, you really do care about people, and you are the support system. You support people to no ends, but don't let people take that shit and get you fucked up either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know that too. This is about control. This is about power. This is learning how to let go of control. This is about learning how to surrender, and this is how to learn to let go and let things happen. And one thing you come on this earth to teach, and one thing that you come on this earth to learn, and one thing that you come on this earth to teach other people is that, well, first of all, persistence. You're very persistent, you're very consistent, you're very dedicated into the things that you do. So, once you commit to those things, you all in. And I think you innately teach people how to, keep continuing to go no matter what the obstacles. This is the goat climbing up the mountain, and for you, even though you might go through dark times and you might have to face even your darkest demons, you know how to get through. You have the willpower that most people don't have to get through some of the darkest things. You and Scorpio moons are very much so that energy of being able to withstand the test of time, and being able to see things for what they truly are. You're not really that type of person that likes to bullshit at all. You're not a bullshitter. You like things to be direct and straight up to the point. You need to feel that emotional security with yourself, and you need to feel that emotional security with other people. Material things as well. In this material realm, things make you feel more stable. This another type of energy that you pick up after Taurus is just like, you need things to feel stable in your world, or you feel like things are crumbling down, but then you also need to learn how to go with the flow. You also need to learn how to kind of let things naturally happen, naturally progress, and not be one of those, I keep forgetting the name. Every time I want to talk about it, I keep forgetting the name of it. But, when you just over somebody's shoulder, micromanaging, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely something to, just take heed of as well. In order for you to be mentally and physically clear, especially mentally clear, for you to be, you know what I mean? Your space has to be clear. Capricorn, you don't work well in a Capricorn moon. You do not work well in a space that's not clean, a space that's not clear. It's easy for you to get distracted when your environment is chaotic, because you are a, cardinal moon. In order for you to get things started, you have to have a clear space. You have to clear a clear head and a clear mind. So you want to make sure that you're keeping your physical space, whatever physical space that may be. I'm not saying that it has to be super 100%, tidy. No, I'm just saying you want to keep it clear, so your mind is clear. And so, if it's cluttered, it's not taking you down, or it's not sending you down, in places that you really don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? Needs more time to enjoy this material world. I put in it for the long haul. When y'all are in relationships, y'all is in them bitches. You know what I mean? Like, you one of them people. I'm not saying this for all of y'all, and I'm not trying to like put y'all shit down, but y'all are like one of those people that will go on a date and you're literally asking this person like whether they see themselves in 5 years. Like, bitches feel like they at an interview, G. I'm just saying. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where are some of the places that you want to go? What are some of the goals that you have for yourself? Like, can definitely, and once again, I don't know if I mentioned this before, you want to definitely check the aspects of the moon, because this does not have to do with everybody that I'm talking about here. This is just some of the, once again, like just a general scope of what I see when I think of Capricorn moons, and just, you know, synopsis of that. And I feel like this is y'all. That's definitely y'all's old soul. You're very traditional. You're the type that, you know, if you like somebody, you like what you see, you will approach. You know what I'm saying? Definitely want to check Mercury sign as well, but you will, you know, communicate how you feel. You know what I mean? You're very much so like the type that's like, oh yeah, call me on my phone. You know, I could meet you there at 8. I could pick you up if you need me to pick you up. Like, you know what I mean? It's very romantical in that type of, you know, that romantical in that type of way, and very old school. You know what I'm saying? They the type that's gonna pick you up, that's gonna slide on you and take you somewhere nice. And you know, when they in it, they really want to get to know you, and they're very fancy too. Very much so like Leo moons. They like, even though they could be pretty simple and clean, they like nice things, like I said earlier before, and they like, you know what I mean? They just like, you know, being nice and snazzy, you know, with it. This very smooth, very, very smooth sign. They're the type that's willing to dress up for it. You know what I mean? They want to impress you. You know what I mean? In a sense. Now, when it's in the sun, it's a little different, but when it's in the moon, and they also really, this is another thing too. This ain't PG at all. But like Scorpio moons, Capricorn moons, Leo moons, Gemini moons, freaky as hell. Taurus moons, freaky as hell. I mean, I feel like all signs got it in them. You know, even Virgo's very, to a certain extent, but like Capricorn moons, these is like them BDSM, like, you know, tie you up, you know what I mean? Like very freaky. And I've never necessarily I don't know, I might have and didn't even know I was fucking with a Capricorn moon, but it's very calculated, you know what I mean? You little dirty thing, you. But you know what I mean. So yeah, find your balance, you know, spend time with the fam regularly, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you taking time out for the people that you love the most, and also taking time out for yourself to recharge and, you know, get a sense of your own energy and how you feeling and things like that. And, you know, live your fucking life, Cap. Live your life, you know, you don't have to be so serious with everything all the time either. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be serious all the time. You know, learn how to have fun with not only other people, but learn how to have fun with yourself. Know what you like and know what you dislike. And seek and be around people who really want you to be you and be yourself, and people that you feel like you can really express your true emotions with. If you don't feel like you can express your true emotions around people, especially people that you hang out with on a consistent basis, you don't need to be around those people. You know, when I say, well, what if they just don't want to express their emotions? Well, probably they don't want to express their emotions is because they're not comfortable with you. You know? And Capricorn moons can be expressive, but they have to be expressive with people that they feel comfortable around. You feel me? So it might take a little time for Capricorn to eventually open up, you know, because Capricorn wants to make sure that if it does open up, it's opening up to the right people. And, you know, it's a little something for everybody. It ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's my little analysis, you know what I'm saying, the Capricorn moon. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for coming through. So Araneae Storm checking in. Next up, we have Aquarius and Pisces moons out there. And, yeah, so Araneae Storm checking in. Like I said, you can find me on all social media at Araneae Storm. You can also find me at araneastorm.wix.com/info for more information. And I'll see y'all soon.